The Seated Boxer in Hellenistic Greece by Madi and Allison. Content. His collapsing torso and downwards leaning head gives him a relaxed look and implies that he has been defeated. His head and hands are covered in bits of copper that resemble blood because of their proximity to the bronze in this sculpture. His body is muscular and idealized. This was common when depicting men in ancient Greek art. His gaze is upwards, though his face is downwards. The humanity in this work creates a sense of presence. His body serves as a stark contrast to his face and hands. Sitting in Greek art was not common. This piece was an intentional attempt of conveying humility and informality. This piece was created in 100 BCE, which took place in the Hellenistic period. The culture shift of the Hellenistic period is embodied in the seated boxer. This was the last phase of ancient Greek art, right after Alexander the Great and right before the Romans took over. During this time, Greek art was expanded to include a variety of art, breaking away from the traditional idealized heroic male nudity. Still holding on to the pre-Hellenistic ideas, his body is idealized with perfect muscle, but in contrast, his posture and face show humanity.
This piece in Greek history is spared being a marbled Roman copy sculpture. Now it is exceptionally different, with its original bronze casting being a rare Hellenistic and expensive piece. Most think that its main purpose is thought to be a good luck charm for ancient Greek and Roman athletes. Now this piece shows ruthlessness and determination, which are key necessities of an athlete's morals. Boxing is magnificently focused on punches towards the face in ancient Greece. Since we can see the blows directed towards the patron, we know that the function of this piece is to have the viewer almost feel sympathy for the athlete. Now, if we take a closer look, you can see that the ears are detailed with swollen inlaid copper showing pain and suffering. As for his hands, they display defenselessness and unarmed body position, with one laying over the other wrapped in leather. Form and visual number 1. Made out of a lost cast waxing, which is basically the process of duplicating a metal sculpture from the casting of an original. What is so intricate about bronze is that it is so expensive and so reusable that it does not make much sense to make it such a masterpiece if it could be melted down so easily in its time period. There are plenty of overlooked details shed from this work, including the way he is not described as beautiful and naked that is ever so common in Greek culture. The scars and cuts that remain on his face resemble suffering and agony, including his overly muscular body that is rather powerful than graceful. All of these key features prove a sense of defeat and tiredness. The seated boxer is actually hollow in the head, the eyes have gone missing. Researchers have concluded that the eyes must have been present as they were so commonly symbolized in Greek artwork. Since the rest of this piece is so meticulous, the eyes could have been expensive carvings of ivory or glass paste. Now, if you can compare it to the Lysippos on the right, the beautiful athlete's eyes are carved from ivory, where the seated boxer may have held something similar inside the hollow sculpture.